Hello, I just did a video on drone styles for some bracing. Um, I'm gonna do a video. I think I'll delete these, they're kind of in the way. Not too worried about these for an isometric, they're useful, but sometimes they're just in the way. Uh, you know what? I'm gonna just I'll just leave them for now, I guess. Alright, so see the way they're in the way here? So I like to delete some of them at least. So you know what? Let me delete them because they'll just be annoying me. So anything that's really clashing badly, I'll just get rid of rather than lengthen it or shorten it. C1, B1. Okay, let me just delete them and then label update detail. So now what I do sometimes is I'll just apply simple isometric just to give an idea. Not too technical. I know guys like to do blow-ups of connections. My guy would just prefer to get the drawings and he likes to get the drawings as quick as possible, but also, you know, have at least one isometric so he can see what's going on. So that should be updating, but it seems to be frozen for now. So let me see. Just wait a second. It's just probably because I'm on the laptop now. So sometimes I can see the lights going here. Yeah. Alright. I'm just checking the light was going on my laptop, so it's just struggling to update. So I'll just keep going. You can fast forward the video. I guess I could pause it, but it's probably going to work pretty quick now. Alright, so what we're going to do first is we're going to keep the same scale. So this is kind of, it's not everything. I don't have the decking in here, but there's too much going on here too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this down. And I'll do this sometimes. I'll give the top one usually, or it doesn't really matter, top one with just the structural steel. And then I'll give an overview with all the other stuff also. So actually, this laptop was working fine until I started recording, so the recording often slows it down a little bit. So instead of creating another camera, what I do is I'll just copy this one down, and then I'll go in and apply a different drawing style. So let's check the drawing style is like ADM 3D view model labels. Let's just check. That's it. Alright. Now, clearly there's no labels, right? So some of my naming is not the best, right? So I guess at some point I turned off the labels. It's easy enough to turn them back on, so I don't worry about it too much. So what I'm going to do is I want to turn off these plates, these joists, and these plates. So just go into your model and let's orbit around so we can see everything. Now I have the joists turned off now, so let me turn them back on. Now if you're new to advanced steel, you might be like, what? The joists are off but they're on the drawing. It doesn't matter really if they're on or off. So let me just click on this joist and go name, and the name is actually joist. And let's check this plate, which is going to be diamond plate. So name diamond plate, and then I'm going to click on this one, and this one should be cover plate. So cover plate, okay. So now let's go back to this drawing, and we're going to go to the drawing style, go in here, and then we're going to find that drawing style, and we're going to check here. Our scale is 3/16 to 1. So let's keep that the same. So 3D view, ADM, this one here. Object selected, model. Yeah, it should really be that one. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. You'll get the gist of it once you get into doing this. It doesn't really matter. You don't need to panic about it too much. Just once you know what you're doing, you'll probably create a bit of a mess, but as in extra stuff, but you know, everything is going to work just fine. I don't think the problem is people are afraid to change anything, so they don't do it. So you're better off to just change everything. So you can see part name and mark. See, this is where I have it changed. So I can come right into this and I can go on and apply and it'll add all the labels. So I have it set to off here, right? So right now we want to come down, main part plate visible. So all the plates are visible, the main part plates. And then we have joists all, presentation is off, but the presentation is on. So if I click on this and if I go in here, you'll see I have added that model role of joist. So there is no joist in here. Okay. So let's go. Okay. So let's just go back for a second. So if I double click on this, we can see that is a beam. So it's a folded beam. So just make sure you know what it is. Go back in here. Actually, sorry, I should have went back to the isometric. But let's go back in here. So let's close that. Let's get onto the drawing. We want to modify and then come back in here. Alright, so I want to turn off the joists. I want to turn off those plates. Now, do I want to turn off all the plates? I do want to turn off all the main part plates, but later on I might not want to turn off. I might just want to turn off cover plates. I might just want to turn off the diamond plates. So let's go into main part plates and let's add a new one. And if I come in here, let's bring this all the way up to the top. Just bring it up above main part plates, because it'll take the one that it sees first. Alright, so we're going to come in here. And the main part, all model roll plates. So let's see what we have in here. We have column, parts with model roll, parts with model roll, cover plate. And you can see this includes the cover plate. Now, I don't think there was a cover plate. I think I added this one. These two were available. And I added this extra one. And then I added this into the cover plates. I think. I could be wrong. So that's good. The cover plates are now accounted for. So if I go back, I can see my cover plates are here, visible. So if I come in here and turn these to off, and then let me drag this up, apply, use. These 4 plates down here should disappear. So let's see what happens. It's going to take a second again. Now, the problem I have with this is what I'm doing right now is going to work, but the next time I go to output a drawing, it's going to come out this second way. So what you really need to do is create another, at least object presentation, but probably create a new drawing style. Just give it a second. Sorry, I'll do the other 2 together next, because it's taking a little time to update these, because the screen recorder is working while I'm working on the laptop. Kind of slows it down. So those plates should disappear. Alright, so those plates are now gone. But now the problem is if I go to output another drawing, it'll come in like this, only there'll be no plates. So let's go back in and let's fix that. So the first thing all we need to do is move that drawing style back down 1. So if I have cover plates here, if I move this back down 1 below this, the plates will come back on again. So let me just move that back down 1. Okay, so that's good. So part name off. So you can either just do an object presentation, but you're probably better off to come up here and let's do copy, and I'm just going to do a new 3D model, and then plates off. And to be honest, I don't need this labels because I'm turning the labels on and off anyway. So let's just do that. So that's our new drawing style. Now we need to come down to the next level and we need to create the same again. So I don't know why that's AAA. I was messing around someday, I guess, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, don't worry about it too much. If you're sharing your system with somebody else, sure, you'll need to worry about it. But labels, plates off. Now, I'm not going to have all plates off, so I might need to go back and check this at a later date. Because I'll be like, why are the other plates coming on and these plates aren't? Plates off. Is that what I call it? Plates off? Yeah, plates off. I guess you could just put PL off. Yeah, I prefer plates off. Let me go back. Plates off, okay. Alright, and then we want to go down to the next level. So it's always good to do it over here on the side. So I'm not going to worry about the view direction or any of that. Now, if you want to have a look at the view direction, you can see the view from the positive UCS Z orientation. So it's looking in to the Z. Alright, object presentation. Now we can go back up. We want to create a new one of these, right? So let's create a new one. 3D view, parent name. So it's not going to be that, so I can just have it as plates off. And I guess I could call it no labels, right? Because I can create another one with labels. So let's do that. Now we have that new one. So now that's got cover plates off. I'm going to move that back up. And then I'm going to create a new one for... I don't need... Like, I could just add the plates into that one. But if I'm going to do it, I'll just do it so I can control both plates separately and not control all of them at the one time, if you know what I mean, in case we need different labels or whatever. So I'm going to go into this one. And we're going to come in here to change it. And... now, I may have created this one already. I did, because I created it for the other drawing style I just did. So plates, diamond plates, okay, apply, okay. Now, I closed that by accident, sorry. So now, these are off and these are off. I have a new drawing style, and now I want to turn off the folded beams, which are joists. So... I guess what we could do is we could just go to joists all and we could add it. Or we could, so joists all are off. I could go in here and I could add a beam because it's a folded beam. I could just add another line here. So I could just go in here and add another line with the model roll joist. But... I guess it says joists all. I'll probably just create a new one. Let me just create a new one. So let's go to main part beam. Alright, let's go in here and main part beam, model roll, beam, girder, rafter. So I'm going to create a new one, beam joist, main part beam joist, and you can see this isn't in the system. I think I created this one. So all you just do what I did previously and create another one here. So that's good. Apply, go back to your object presentation, and now you need to bring this up above your beams. So above that beams should work. Visible exact, and we want to turn that to off, or let's just put a system line and see. Apply, use, and as you already know, this is going to take a second because I'm on the laptop. So all right, a little bit faster. Now I've done quite a few videos similar to this, so I'm just doing this slightly different to other ones. More recent, I guess. I probably have a better idea of what I'm doing myself, hopefully. So let's see. Patiently waiting for them to disappear. These joists should turn into just red lines, which I will in the end turn off. I just kind of want to show it to you. Sorry, my laptop's dimming. I need to plug it in. It seems slow sometimes when I'm recording, but I am quite happy with this laptop. I have it a couple of years, Lenovo. It's quite good. No complaints. P53. It does not work this slow. I'm waffling now, but it does not work this slow when I'm not recording. I probably have a couple of search engines opened as well. Alright, here we go. The anticipation. Oh, and there you go. Alright, so now you can see I might leave the lines there. They're not too bad, right? So it's blocking up that connection, right? It's giving a whole 2D, right? So just go back in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in and update it right now because I forget, but I'm just going to go on then and probably stop the video. So if you go back into main part beam joist system, I don't know if I put symbol in. Symbol visible. I'm just going to turn it off. Alright, and then you're going to have the top one is going to have the joists and the plates, and the bottom one is going to be the structural steel and the handrail. You can easily turn off the handrail also. So I hope that's useful. I mean, I do feel like if you follow these videos, you're going to be happy with it in the long run. Just don't be afraid to mess around with it. Just make sure you back up your USA folder if you're in USA or whatever your relevant folder is before you go mucking around with anything. And then if you're happy with your system, you should update it, save it somewhere, have it named to keep it. I keep them every couple of months. I have one with keep written after it. So anyway, if there's any requests, I certainly don't know everything about the software, but it's possible I could be able to do a video to help out. So let me know what you think, and if you like the video, just give me a thumbs up or something, just so I know that people are watching. Alright, thank you. Bye bye.